How's it going, guys? It's your boy, Blu-rayDave, back with another. Well, I shouldn't start the intro off like this because if we're going to do a podcast proper, yes, it's Mr. Blue here, same person. Welcome back to the Mr. Blue podcast. I'm trying something a little bit different here. I was really debating on because I'm trying to promote these figures as much as I can for like almost the last 6 years now since like the first Venom figure came out. Do I want to do it as kind of like what I did a couple of videos back with this setup, or maybe do another podcast? But like I did say, the podcast, it doesn't necessarily have to be like just one picture, right? Like I've been doing the last few ones. So like, you know what? We're gonna change things up a bit. So yeah, of course, as you see in front of you guys, we have the Walmart exclusive Sonyverse figures, Venom, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man, or Night Monkey. I do have one of the packages here. Lucky for me, I still have all the packages. I just got out one of them so I could show you, because even like how they're standing out in front of you guys, they're just like on the back of the package. So yeah, I'll try not to make this like as random as possible, guys. Like I as usual try to get my points out with these figures and like I guess how they impacted the physical media community. I was about to say universe. Like, well, you guys can debate on that in the comments below. Like, community or universe, you know, either way. So yeah, yeah, Sony and Walmart, they had a good thing going with these figures because, let's face it, the original trilogy of Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield duology, that was like the first 5 original movies, right? That was like an old era, right? But like with Spider-Man Homecoming, that was the new era of, you know, Sony wants to deal with like the Spider-Man universe, right? But if you guys remembered the year before, before we get into 2018 territory, when Spider-Man Homecoming, the Blu-ray came out, I think maybe Sony did not know what they wanted to do with their first new Spider-Man outing, like with exclusives. I mean, I'm still happy to this day that like I honestly this is a win for Sony, for Target. Was the digibook that came out, because honestly, guys, I think the only reason you want to get this because of the bonus disc. And why wouldn't you? Because it literally talks about Spider-Man's like rogues gallery, like his villains from the comics, right? Like, and of course there's that stupid comic book. Like, honestly, I don't think that's a reason. Like, that's the only reason to get. Like, the only reason is to get like the bonus disc, right? So yeah, Sony had a good thing going with the Target exclusive. With Walmart, I'm happy that they didn't do like the Funko figures, because that's really for DC, but like they make them like mini like keychains. They came out like this weird toy, like not like slime, but it's like one of those like squishies. Like I never collected them, and I never had the need to collect them, because why would I? Like, that was just weird. And they had a really cool Best Buy exclusive. It was the Blu-ray 3D. Again, that was the only way you could get it in 3D. And unfortunately, that was the last Marvel Studios Blu-ray 3D release to get. Like if you live in America, you should know that, like, you know, unfortunately that happened. Of course, in the UK, they're very lucky because everything needs to be in 3D, apparently. Lucky for me, I don't need to like buy every 3D release from the UK, right? Like, nah. I've seen UK's like Blu-ray 3D quality, and it's just not good, guys. It's not worth it. But let me know in the comments what it's like for you guys. Like, what's the 3D like for you for Spider-Man Homecoming? Is it the same like the US release, or did they mess that one up? So yeah, I enter a year later, 2018, 2 months early actually. I feel like the reason why we're getting new physical releases now like early is because of Venom. Sony wanted to release the movie as like a Christmas gift. Like, again, enter the Walmart exclusive, because I think that's the perfect excuse for it. Like, why wouldn't you like release it around Christmas time? Sure, I mean, I was ready for the next year, like, to buy it, like, whenever it would come out there. But, like, no, it was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Um, I loved how Walmart kind of, like, over-exaggerated the box for Venom, like, it really big. I get it, he has, like, like, an extra slot for, like, the extra arms, but, like, come on, the other two box sets, they didn't have that. But, like, hey, I think it's pretty cool, but like I said, it's pretty funny. So I would have loved to see these action figures just continue, right? Yeah, they even put in the box, like, retro action figure, like, somebody claimed, like, quote unquote claimed that they had, like, an original retro figure. Like, nah, you was lying. So enter 2019. Yep. Oh man, I know I have videos to back this up because I got this the day it came out. Like, I had to make sure I got all of these Blu-rays on their official release dates because I was so lucky with Into the Spider-Verse that one, because I believe they had maybe at least 2 more boxes. Like, oh man. Like, it was after an art show, right? Because I, like, in school, here's a little boring story. I had a little requirement to go to an art show and, like, I guess, like, critique or judge, like, what I liked about other students' artwork, and, like, I could get graded on that. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that Tuesday night, oh, man, I lucked out, guys. Like, geez. I guess it's safe to say, you could call me a lucky bastard, if you will. I got this just right away. I remember just going to the entertainment, like the electronics section, and boom, it was like the first thing I saw. Okay, was this around March or April? Maybe April at the least. Again, I'm gonna have to look back at my videos. Like, I'll make sure to put, like, all 3 of the videos at the end of this, just so that you guys could, like, especially for old time fans, if you want to go back down, like, to memory lane and, like, check out those reviews. Like, yes, I just had fun reviewing these figures. And luckily, Miles doesn't just come with, like his regular head. Like, he comes with his mask and other, like a flip arm, as you see with Netmonkey here. You know, I already got, like, a Miles Morales action figure for Christmas. Like, it was the basic figure, and I'm still proud of that one. But I just figured, like, you know what, it makes sense, like, just to have him with his face exposed, right? So, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Just like a little FYI, if you do tend to get these figures, which hopefully they're not expensive on the market, they will become loose. So if you tend to use them frequently, yeah. Or if you just want to display them on a wall, that's cool too. So finally we get to the last figure, unfortunately, which was the Netmonkey figure from Far From Home, right? And that came out in October 2019. Again, I was, like, all on that. Like, man, I think we went early in the morning just so that I could get my hands on it. Because, guys, again, when it comes to new releases, and if you're trying to get a specific exclusive from whatever store, you gotta get there early, you know? Like, people have done their homework, like, they know what they're doing. Like, I've been lucky almost every time to get a release, and most of them have been Target exclusives. There was a bunch of these on the shelves. Like, oh yeah, like, you know that people are just fixing, like, because no doubt, guys, like, these Walmart exclusives were selling like hotcakes. Like, sure, I was aware of the Target exclusive art books that came out with these 3 films. Like, I could still get them. It's just, I don't know why it didn't interest me at the time, because luckily, my sister and I did a Target episode. Like, you know, guys, back in the day when I did Target exclusive videos, I would get, like, again, specific movies. Like, well, my sister and I, like, we got her that exact copy of Far From Home, and she still has that. Like, she's lucky. Like, even the slipcover itself is exclusive. Like, sure, it's like the basic bland cover, but, like, with the Target, like, font and everything else on it, like, that's exclusive. Like, that's what's something you want to hold on to. So yeah, I will get to the Target exclusive booklets whenever I can in the future, guys. So that'll happen. Yeah, I just feel like people genuinely want to go after these figures in the books. I mean, sure, again, the books would have like more to reveal, like the behind the scenes and all that. Yeah. To me, the figures are worth it, you know, like, so far, yeah, Into the Spider-Verse and Far From Home were the only two box sets that were like skinnier than the than the Venom box set. Yeah, like I said, it is very, very, very unfortunate that Sony did not continue on with this because, yeah, I do believe that they go in waves because the Walmart exclusives now went on to like the latest MCU stuff that we got, which started with Multiverse of Madness with the pins, right? I still gotta get that one. And then after Multiverse of Madness, we got Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Quantumania, and Guardians 3. And I assumed that Walmart would have a Captain Marvel pin, right? But no, I am happy to hear that they will continue the exclusive steelbooks because they have like really cool steelbooks at really good prices, like. Because if you know your physical media history, guys, like Best Buy for the longest time, I don't even know how long, they have been the biggest carrier for steelbooks. And unfortunately, you know, me and my family, we don't have a local Best Buy to go to. There's only two that we're aware of that we could go to. But like, I remember there was a time where I just didn't like steelbooks. Like, really, why would people pay a bunch of money just for this? Like. And I'll admit, some of the designs I've seen over the years, besides Marvel, like, man, there has been a lot of cool steelbooks. If we had a local Best Buy close to us, guys, like, believe me, I would have asked my mom all the time, like, Mom, can we go to Best Buy so I could get this steelbook? And honestly, Best Buy, because they sold steelbooks back then, those really sold like hotcakes because people... They wanted the best of the best. Let's just be real about that, guys, because like as much as like I love these figures and I still think they sold like hotcakes. Like we need to admit, like Best Buy was like the best contender for physical media collectors. I just hope with a lot of Blu-ray channels, hopefully Walmart would just give us grace just by recording, like, some Blu-ray YouTubers have gone away with this, like, they've recorded in Walmart just to, like, get, I guess, like, random movies or whatever, but, like, just, Walmart, just give us grace, like, if that will be the only reason that you'll let us record is to get new releases, like, good, like, again, it's free promotion, right? And if you remember, guys, in my Captain Marvel, well, not Captain Marvel, the Marvels 4K review, I did say I was really debating on whether I should get the new Walmart exclusive steelbook, like, just because, like, I want to continue my steelbook collection, but you know what? It doesn't look worth it, so, and it's selling a crap ton of money on eBay right now, so, like, I'm not going to do it, but since Deadpool and Wolverine is the only Marvel Studios movie we'll get this year, I will guarantee you, I'll bet you guys that steelbook at Walmart will definitely be worth it. It would definitely look a lot better than the Marvels. Like, you could see the steelbook like in a cartoony style steelbook, right? Let's see. What else? Okay, so what Sony has done for Target exclusives, they started with Let There Be Carnage, right? They started with fan art cards. And let me tell you guys, I did not want to get the Target exclusive for that just because, like I wish I would have participated in this and that would give me a reason to buy that. But, like, no, I just got the regular Blu-ray release. But what made me bought the No Way Home Target exclusive releases because, like, yeah, sure, there are fan art cards, but they are so much better. But, you know, I could still get the Let There Be Carnage Target exclusive box set. Like, again, I could go on eBay and just, like, get it. So, yeah, just to complete that wave because I also have the Morbius Target exclusive with the fan art cards and the Across the Spider-Verse Target exclusive with the fan art cards. If you want to find those videos, go ahead. But like I said, I'm only going to put up the 3 Walmart exclusive videos for you guys because, again, that's what this video is dedicated to, right? Still, can you imagine if Walmart and Sony continued those action figures? Like, can you imagine if we would have gotten a Carnage action figure? What would they do for No Way Home, guys? Like, I don't think they would have. No, would they have done Peter Parker like the integrated suit, but like maybe like give him his head? No. What I think, this is too far fetched, but like just think of it as a cool idea. If you guys can sketch this and send it to me on my Instagram or Blu-rayDave, that'd be sweet. What if Walmart did a 2-figure pack? We're talking Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Can you imagine getting those as like retro figurines? Like, geez, like people nostalgia would just be going like over 9,000, right? Like, people will be like, oh man, I remember when I was a kid, I got like Tobey Maguire action figures. Or like, oh, when I was a little kid, I got Andrew Garfield action figures. Like, that would give the people a good reason to buy that Walmart exclusive again if it were to happen. But I think the best exclusive that came out of No Way Home, besides the fan art cards, was the Walmart exclusive slipcover. Like, it was just so perfect, you know, and that was like honestly a lot of fans like #1 poster, just because like we're finally seeing Tom Holland's Peter Parker, like, you know, suffering as Peter Parker and Spider-Man should be, you know, like how he's supposed to be like in the comics, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, I don't think Walmart, like, after that, had any exclusives for Morbius and Spider-Verse. Speaking of which, again, can you imagine if Morbius had a retro figure and for Across the Spider-Verse? I feel like 2099 deserved that spot, don't you guys think? Like, he's just so cool. Like, as much of a prick as he is in the movie, he's still pretty cool, and I can't wait for his character to come back in the final movie, you know? Like, we've been wanting 2099 to come onto film for a very long time, and we finally got him. I could pretty much guarantee to you that he's gonna arrive in Secret Wars, because it's a multiversal film. You know, like, everybody has to come in, you know? Of course, I know Madam Web isn't gonna get it, but like, what could that movie trend start, like, or like, what did I say? I know what I'm saying, but like, if Madam Web did get that treatment, she would have her own action figure too. Like, again, I don't know if the fans would have bought that, but I would buy that in a heartbeat, guys. Seriously, I'm like that dedicated, like, as you see with these 3 figurines right here. I mean, it could get a steelbook too, but like, honestly, I think that's the only way Walmart is going to do their exclusives from now on, just steelbooks. I don't think they're going to do another exclusive. I've never seen a store that's committed to doing 2 exclusives at their one store. Like, I mean, if Walmart could try, hypothetically, I mean, of course, like, those 2 exclusives would have competition, right? Like, obviously, the steelbooks would win, and nobody would buy the figure, right? Like, again, like, they do this just for kids, you know, like, again, this would make great Christmas, birthday presents for your kids, like, if they love Spider-Man in general, like, oh, I want Venom, or like, oh, I want Miles Morales, like, you know, like, they would want these figures. Man, I wish I should have saved this in my favorites playlist. Mexico was promoting the Night Monkey action figure, and I really wanted to show that commercial to my dad. Like, I think they made it look old. Like, that's something that my dad would have seen, like, as a kid. Like, and of course it was in Spanish, as I would expect. You know, like, man, there's something about that commercial. Like, it made that extra special to me, because again, I'm Hispanic, and like, you know, just if I would have seen that commercial, like in Mexico, like, I would have freaked out, like, hey, it's Night Monkey, like, jeez. So yeah, I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit, just because like the camera's really up close. Like I didn't do a zoom in, so like, but we'll get back to these guys in a moment. So like I said, I have one of the packages with me here, and like again, this is the Night Monkey one. Yeah, collect all three. Like, geez, like I don't know if Sony was joking because the other two weren't available anymore because, you know, limited supply. But like yeah, and I love the little bio in here. I'm pretty sure they wanted you to cut this up. Like, I'm not cutting this out. Are you kidding me? So yeah, he comes with like Spider-Man grappling hook thing. It doesn't stick very long, so yeah. So this is pretty cool. So I really do think that Sony and Walmart should have continued that wave, you know, because again, I understand Sony does different waves, like, you know how the MCU does different waves, because for the longest while, Disney and Marvel, they were doing digipacks, or I shouldn't say digipacks, but you know, digibooks for their Target exclusives, right? Yeah, Homecoming was the first one, and then it continued. Well, Endgame was kind of like the second to last, and then Far From Home didn't get it, and then they kind of continue it, but here's the thing. They didn't include a booklet this time because they would show like behind the scenes concept art. Like I have some of those. Like I'm trying to get my hands on all of them, guys. Like so they had the 4K movie in there, right? But no slipcover, so the whole case itself, it's a slipcover. So you have to take that, and they had like two like kind of like character poster stands, and I have that for Shang-Chi. You guys know that I have that for Shang-Chi. So they continue that. Again, they paused. They stopped at Eternals. Again, No Way Home had the Walmart exclusive slipcover, and then they stopped at Doctor Strange because Multiverse of Madness. Because if you guys know the funny story, people weren't buying that, or they weren't buying the Blu-ray for that in general. Like I got the regular release. I'm never gonna buy that because I remember at a different Target, I was seeing like a bunch of them on the shelves. Like, man, Disney was really caught with their pants down. It's not even Target's fault. Like Marvel, like you done goofed up with this movie. like yeah. I'll still get my hands on the Walmart exclusive just because, again, I'm that dedicated. I only have, like, the last 4 pins, and I need that first pin. So that way it'll look nice. It'll look nice. Especially on my work vest. So I'll take it as it comes, you know, what Sony wants to do, because, well, again, it's pretty likely when Madam Web comes out on Blu-ray, Walmart's going to want to do the Steelbook, you know, and I'm fine with that, you know, and honestly, that will be an ongoing thing, because Walmart right now is, like, #1, like, popular for physical media. Like, thank you, Walmart, for picking up, like, the Steelbooks, because I mean, sure, it would have been cool to pick up a Steelbook from Best Buy, you know. Even if I were to find one from Best Buy, like on eBay, I know it's going to be worth a lot of money. And, like, I just want to buy one to see what that's like. Like, again, I wish I could have gotten a Steelbook sooner, but then again, like, you know, I didn't at the time. I mean, of course, there is still a chance for Target, but, you know, I highly doubt they're going to have fan art cards for Madam Web, because there's honestly so much you can't really do for fan art cards for that. Like, I've seen the movie, right? I think that what they could do is what Warner Brothers has been doing for DC, and I got one of them. They could do, like, character profile cards, right? Like, I got the Black Adam Target exclusive, and they did, like, character poster cards. Like, if they could do that with, like, maybe, like, just Madam Web herself and, like, the 3 chicks, then maybe I could see that work. It's probably not going to sell well, but, like, hey, I would buy it if I had the chance. But, like, but yeah, I'd be all for, like, both a Target exclusive and a Walmart Steelbook exclusive. Like, again, when it comes to the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, because again, that's MCU, you gotta do something big for that, right, guys? Like, sure, like those future movies will get steelbooks, but like again, you gotta do something more. Maybe Target could do something really cool, something really cool. Like, oh man, don't know what to think. Let me leave your suggestions in the comments below. What do you think, like for future Tom Holland Spider-Man movies? What do you think Target should do for their exclusives? Because like, I mean, if they want to pick up the action figure line, like they could, you know, those would sell well because it's freaking Target, you know. Yeah, I just really want to see these figures come back. You know, I mean, if they could do them for the MCU, they could. Well, again, technically, you know, with that monkey here, that's MCU, so yeah, they technically did that. So, and if you guys also heard the news lately, Disney is no longer gonna, I guess, produce Disney physical media. Like Sony will pick that up. Well, it's not a surprise to me. Like, I don't know why I sound kind of like depressed when I say that. Like, oh, have you guys heard the news? Like, it's no surprise to me because Sony owns Blu-ray in general. Like, it's like trademarked or copyright or whatever. Like, it's no surprise to me, but we are gonna have to expect physical changes with Disney releases. Like, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do the stupid say like a Blu-ray, regular Blu-ray release, right? Like the stupid silver strand, like just the silver strand. I missed it when they had it all around, you know. It's gonna be like the Sony font. Like again, if you got a regular Blu-ray release, it's gonna be like the white blue background, like the stripe, and then it's gonna say Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Like, yeah, maybe future Disney movies will have to go back to regular Blu-ray and DVDs because again, with Marvel, that was like all over the place. Like, oh, we switched from Blu-ray to DVD to just like regular Blu-ray, and then we went back. Like, what was with that, guys? Again, when it comes to the Tom Holland movies, for the regular Blu-ray releases, you got Blu-ray and DVD. You know, they did not just went to Blu-ray. You know, what else? What else? Besides that news, okay, I was just gonna say, whoever is head of marketing, like for exclusives, for retail, like, why don't you bring me in, huh? I could give out some crazy ideas for like new future Spider-Verse and MCU Target exclusives, really. Like, because I was gonna say Walmart, but then again, they're gonna do the Steelbook, so there's really no point in that. Because they have good artists, you know, they know what they're doing, but like Sony, Disney, Marvel, like if you guys if you guys email me like, hey, we want you to come in, like give us like cool ideas, like yeah, I'd be up for it. Like I'd be like, Sony, bring back the action figures. Like, I mean, honestly, I would demand it for all of Marvel. Like you know, like honestly, all of Marvel right now is just Disney's Marvel and Sony's Marvel. So yeah, that counts, right? I get. It's never gonna happen, right? Like they're never gonna call me like, hey, we want you to come in and pitch us some ideas for future physical like releases. Like it would be pretty cool though. It would be pretty cool, but if again, it's just speaking hypothetically, guys. If that were to happen, they need to credit me, right? Like they would have to put it like say like again like a Target exclusive like. Credits goes to Blu-rayDave for coming up with these ideas. Like, yeah, like I should be getting like half the profits, right? Like, again, if you guys have any cool ideas and suggestions, send me pictures on again my Instagram, Real Blu-rayDave. Like, oh man, how cool would that be? I guess there's really nothing much to say that other than, like, Sony, please bring back these retro figures. I loved collecting them. Like, these, I loved collecting these in high school. Well, only Venom and Miles, right? Like, after high school, like, I picked up, like, Far From Home, like, but still, that was a fun experience. Like, I thought maybe Hasbro would give us, like, a Tiny Hero Series Night Monkey action figure. I have the minifigure and the basic figure, but, like, you know what? We'll get this figures kind of, like, to make up for it. But, like, hey, Titan Hero Series is still doing that Infinity Saga line. Like, they just did that with Loki recently, or, like, recent years. But, like, I believe they could pull it off with Night Monkey, because how cool would that be? Like, Titan Hero Series Night Monkey action figure. Like, yeah, I'd be all over that action figure for sure. I don't know why, but my mind is so tempted to say minifigure. Like, these are not minifigures. They're not Lego. Technically speaking, sure, they are mini figures, but they're not minifigures. Like, they're not minifigs. They're just action figures, figurines, whatever you want to call them. So I think everything what I said, like, with the action figure ideas, what I put into the table, like, I think they're great ideas. Like, again, if Sony were to continue this line, like, I'd be all over it. Like, yeah, I'd be collecting all of them in a heartbeat. I'm just lucky that we got them, right? Like, we got our 3 Walmart exclusive figures, like, I was going to say Walmart's, like, always my go-to place. Well, technically, you know, like, of course they have good deals, you know. I think these cost a little bit more. They weren't expensive. I don't remember if with Venom, like, that Walmart exclusive was probably, like, it's probably not accurate, but, like, maybe $18. I could be wrong. But yeah, I forgot to mention, guys, like, the belt buckle on Night Monkey, it is detachable, but you need to keep that strapped on, guys, or otherwise you're going to lose that sucker for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to do more with these figures. I'm trying to promote them on my channel as much as I can, and hopefully Sony will acknowledge, like, hey, like, this dude genuinely cares about these figures. I do. As a physical media collector, like, I'm excited for, like, what exclusives comes in, like, what movie I'm buying. Like, oh my gosh, like, sure, like, I bought the movies because I love the movies, but, like, secondly, I bought them because of the figures too, because, like, hey, I figured these be worth it, like, worth collecting, right? Just looking at these 3, it is bound to happen in Secret Wars. These 3 are gonna meet. Yup. As soon as that multiversal war starts, these 3 are going to meet, and they're probably going to fight to the death, right? Alright. I guess this is a good time to end this episode of the podcast, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please send the post notification bells for my content if you haven't already. And like I said, at the end of this video, I'll make sure to put up those 3 Walmart unboxings. Like, man, like I said, honestly, I wish I could have sneaked, like, recording in Walmart, like, for these. Just be like, all right, guys, we're getting the action figure box set, right? Even I knew when I got the box sets, I'm never going to throw them away. I'm never going to throw away the packages because they're pretty much collectibles at this point. But, like, still, like, and sometimes I like to hang them on my wall if I'm feeling it, you know. But let me know in the comments what you think of these figures, and did you pick all these 3 up, or if you're unlucky to just pick one of these because, again, these were very limited back in the day. Like, and who's your favorite figure in this trio? Venom, Miles Morales, or Night Monkey? Alright, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, goodbye. And may the Lord be with you guys. What's up, guys? Peace out, guys, and just pretend this is your shoulder. Hey. Alright, good night, guys.